The Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Heidemann and Associates. And JT, it's loud in here.
You can say that again, Alex. I can barely hear you right now. It is a great environment. I am so excited to be with you on the call for the second round of the playoffs in such an awesome atmosphere.
Hey, I'm Alex Napolis. Joined alongside of me is JT Wistersill. Way here at Fremont High for the 6A playoffs between the Fremont Silverwolves and the Copper Hills Grizzlies. And JT, how are we feeling tonight heading into this one?
I'm really excited. I think we got two really talented teams. Obviously the Silverwolves, what they've done all season long, having the opportunity here to host a playoff game. And we know postseason time, this is when the Silverwolves rise, right? You see Dallin Hall's Fremont Desert Hills Player of the Year, Gatorade Player of the Year. Like, these are the moments the Silverwolves are built for. And this is a really good Grizzlies team too. I think they definitely got a shot to come in here tonight and make some noise, and I'm really excited to get it underway.
And we're moments away from tip-off. Remember that Grizzly tip-off sponsored by Certified Fleet Management. And we're off. Getting things started tonight here is the Fremont Silverwolves as they win the tip-off with Flinders finding Hansen underneath the basket. That's good from David Calvert. And Fremont gets the first two of the night.
Nice move by Calvert down low inside, getting great positioning and finishing with the reverse.
Ball coming out on the other end for Hymas. Hymas a little bit of trap, finds Howick in the corner. Is able to escape that one. And now Hymas puts it up and just can't get it to go. Rebounded by Calvert.
Great job by Calvert, getting it done on both ends of the floor. You see him deter the shot that time around on the defensive end.
Here comes Flinders now for the Silverwolves. And remember that a ticket to the D Event Center is on the line here tonight between these two teams as they're looking to advance in the 6A playoffs. What do the Grizzlies got to do tonight to get there?
I think they're really gonna have to shoot it well from the outside as Calvert can't knock that one down.
Yeah, no good on that one. Reiser now bringing it up and swatted away there by number 24, Kristen Blanche.
We talked about it in the open, Alex, but this is a really hostile environment. It's a great student section by Fremont. Copper Hills, I will say, they traveled really well too, so it's loud in here, but obviously outside of the students, it's a very heavy Silverwolves crowd, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this Grizzlies team deals with it.
And Whitehour with a three, just can't get it to go. And I believe that does come off of Pomerning, and it does, so it's going the other way for Silverwolves.
Yeah, you and I have gotten a chance to see this Copper Hills team a couple times on the season, been out to call their game, so we know what they're capable of when they get going, but it's a totally different task coming in here on the road come playoff time. And Fremont, well rested obviously, but the Grizzlies, you know, sometimes it helps to be fresh coming off like a normal week as it's been for them.
And Whitehour picks it off, and he's coming down the other way. Howick thought about teeing up a three there, but just settles it off for Hymas. Hymas back out to Howick. Still an opportunity here for the Grizzlies. Hymas in the corner, taking it in against Calvert. Gets it to go.
Nice finish by Hymas, and it was a great contest by Calvert, right? Good job not coming down to foul, but Hymas is doing a great job using the glass and able to finish over the length.
Flinders now will bring it up for the Silverwolves. Hunter Hansen here just slowing things down a bit. Flinders switches it over to Hogan. Over in the corner now again to Hansen. Calvert.
Sometimes teams come into an environment like this and they start out a little slow, right? Got to get used to it. We haven't seen the Grizzlies do that tonight, even though they commit the foul there.
And then a foul here against Logan Whitehour. And I think the key tonight for the Grizzlies, JT, and you might agree with me, is getting that man involved quick and early, because Logan Whitehour is this Grizzly offense.
Absolutely. You just see his quickness with the ball right there, able to get the step. Now getting to the free throw line, opportunity to get some shots off. Some easy ones at the charity stripe, but such a talented scorer. And look, we know he's going to get it done as he just knocks down the first free throw there.
First one's good there. Hansen again. Gets it to go, and it's 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Hymas will now bring it up for the Copper Hills Grizzlies. Hymas playing it out to Reiser. Whitehour thought about teeing it up in the corner, plays it out to Hymas near the key. Hymas taking it in. Reiser, three, and it's good! That's a Kangar Vonda downtown three-point shot from Isaiah Reiser.
Great hit from Reiser. Great job by the Grizzlies moving the ball as well, getting a great opportunity, and Reiser able to connect on the wing.
And Reiser is such a fundamental part to this offense, even though he's a freshman, JT. Big block there.
Yeah,
at the rim from the Grizzlies, coming the other way. Hymas and a foul.
Yeah, Reiser definitely does not play to his age, right? Freshman, this is supposed to be too big for him, right? This kind of a playoff atmosphere, no, he's calm, cool, and collected. Knocks down his first shot that time around from the outside, and the pace of this game is incredibly fast too, Alex.
Both teams are off fast and off quick, and they're getting to the rim quickly. And we'll see what the Grizzlies are able to do here on this possession as Pomerantine just settles it to Reiser. Reiser thought about the three near the top of the key. Reiser just putting the moves on, passing it out to Hymas. Whitehour. Hymas. Hymas now taking it in, and a big block there from Calvert.
Calvert, an incredible athlete, and you see it on display right there. He was the only person to score in the first couple weeks of the season against the formidable Sky Ridge defense. He's a just dominant tight end for Fremont, also a dominant presence in the paint on the basketball court.
What a play there from Calvert to just deny Hymas at the rim, and now the Fremont Silverwolves with an opportunity as Flinders has the ball. Playing out towards the corner to number 24, Calvert again. And that's Hansen taking it in, dumps it off, and it's good. Beats the shot clock on that one.
Great job by Hansen, laying it off the fingertips. It was nearly blocked, but he was just able to get it to go.
Hymas, Howick in the corner, out to Reiser. Reiser to tee up a three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Silverwolves, coming down the other way with Flinders. Flinders just dumps it off. Hogan just can't get it to go. Second chance opportunity. And JT, what'd you see on that one?
Well, first I thought I saw a foul, but if there wasn't a foul, I thought I saw a travel, so I thought there was multiple missed calls in that scenario. Either way, the Silverwolves end up back with it.
So an opportunity for Fremont as Flinders just slowing things down here. Hansen. Hogan. Nice little passing here from the Silverwolves. Trying to find an opportunity with Flinders. Back out to Calvert. Calvert will tee it up. No good. Still an opportunity, and finally rebounded by Howick. Avoids a little bit of danger there.
Yeah, it was a good job by Blanche. Blanche, a fantastic linebacker. It's Calvert once again, wow!
How about that? David Calvert. That's twice, JT, in the first quarter.
I mean, he's just been incredible. He got the scoring started. He's had multiple rejections. He's contested every shot, even the ones the Grizzlies have scored on. He has been there, and he's just been a force inside early.
And that force in the paint is a big reason as to why this Fremont team went 10-2 in Region Play to win Region 1 in a very good Region 1. Hansen now coming down the other way. Flinders underneath to Calvert. And David Calvert just can't get it to go. Rebounded by Calvert, and a block there from Pomerantine.
It's a great job by Pomerantine, recognizing the situation that Calvert would go up with it and deterring the shot.
And now Pomerantine on the other end just can't get it to go. Still an opportunity for the Grizzlies as Whitehour hits the three.
We talked about the pace of this game. The Silverwolves are tired. I mean, there was way too much standing and looking around on that possession. We'd use a timeout, some free throws, something. These guys need to rest on both ends of the floor. We've seen offensive rebounds for the Silverwolves. Both teams getting tired.
And Hansen gets it to go. What a lob there from the Silverwolves.
Great,
they get two.
Yeah, great pass and great finish up top.
Hymas. And it does come off of Kyson Hymas, and the home crowd is happy with that one.
Yeah, see Flinders getting a much-deserved break. It really is crazy. He's only 160 pounds, so the way he viciously attacks the paint, he's not afraid to take that punishment, and glad they can steal a couple of minutes of rest for him in this 8-8 tie game early.
We got 2:11 left to go here in the first. It's a tie game. We'll see what the Fremont Silverwolves are able to do on this possession as Calvert will tie it up for three and just can't get it to go. Rebounded by Whitehour.
It's a nice look from the outside and just not going to go down for you, but I like that he took the shot.
Hymas now on the other end for the Grizzlies. Hymas playing it out to Reiser. Reiser back out to Hymas. Hymas taking it in. Pomerantine now gets a little stuck there in the paint. Has to play it out to Isaiah Reiser. Reiser putting on the moves. And that one does come off at Fremont, so will continue to be Grizzly ball.
One thing I'm really curious about tonight is, talked about David Calvert earlier. He's going to be going up to Utah State as a walk-on. We also got Christian Blanche at the power forward spot. He had 150 tackles this season for the Silverwolves. It's a physical front court for the Silverwolves. How is Copper Hills going to deal with the strength?
And just like that, Reiser gets the and one. The freshman, JT.
You're talking about David Calvert, a senior, who we've seen with multiple emphatic rejections. You know, some people might be a little intimidated to drive on him. Not Reiser, doing a great job taking it, and just such a veteran move, right? Able to create the separation with the body and still finish and take the contact. That's exactly why you hear the Grizzlies currently chanting, he's a freshman.
And I think Isaiah Reiser definitely heard you all the way from up here, because he was not afraid to just take that one in and power it through. No good on the three-point play, but Whitehour can't get it to go. Still Whitehour, and he's good.
That's what it's about. Who wants it more each possession? That time, Whitehour wanted that offensive rebound more. He stayed with it, tipped it once, got it back again, and then put it up. Great early showing for the Grizzlies.
Big effort play there from Whitehour. Let's see how Fremont responds with Hogan playing it underneath to Hansen. Hogan now back to Hansen. Playing it out to Hadley. Hadley settles it for Duft. Duft out to Calvert. Calvert three, and it's good. Gets it to drop.
What a hit by Calvert. We talked about it. We wanted him to stay with that shot, and you see why right there. The confidence from the big man to step to the outside and knock it down.
We got less than 45 seconds left here in the first. Reiser will try his three, and it's good. Isaiah Reiser for a Kangar Honda downtown three-point shot.
What a showing for Reiser. He has just been sensational in this first quarter. Got to be getting close to 10 points now, Alex. I mean, with the performance he's had here early on, he's just been fun to watch, and man, is he ready for this moment.
I'm sweating up here, JT. This first quarter has been phenomenal, and it's not over yet as Fremont. There's 17 seconds left on the shot clock, a little bit of separation between the shot clock and the game clock. We'll see what the Silverwolves are able to do as Calvert just dumps it off to Hansen. Hansen and Reiser somehow keeps that one in. Turnover, Grizzly ball as Howick just heaves it. And we've reached the end of the first. JT, your thoughts?
What a first quarter. I mean, the pace was incredible. Back and forth all the way up and down. Left David Calvert showing out, Reiser too. This has just been a great showdown. And I know that these players are more happy than anyone else right now that we're heading to a break.
And we'll take a quick one here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heidemann Associates. Stick with us for second quarter action when we return. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSL Sports. I'm Alex Napolis, joined alongside me is JT Wistersill. We're getting ready here to start the second quarter as the Grizzlies get us rolling with Reiser. Thought about it again. Has to play it out to Howick. Masui Sui, who just checked in. He'll dump it off to Whitehour underneath. Reiser, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Whitehour pulls up and he gets it to go.
He's just one of those guys that can hit those tough shots. Now, what the Silverwolves have to be careful of is he's also the kind of guy who can go for 10 points in a single quarter. They got to keep him in check. Also want to highlight Reiser. I think he's done a great job not forcing anything early on. Let's hope he keeps it up the rest of the way.
You know, and coming into this one, I definitely thought that the Grizzlies, that their chances to win tonight were going to depend on Isaiah Reiser, and Isaiah Reiser has definitely lived up to the billing so far.
He's just been sensational. I mean, you are not supposed to look this good in your first road playoff game, as he has looked calm, cool, collected, confident. Everything he's shot, I think, is going in. Even when he misses a free throw, it's just like, you know, he's going to come back down the next possession and still make something happen.
Here as that's number 5, Hadley, at the free throw line, just gets it to go on the first, and he'll have another opportunity. And it's good, 2 for 2 on that trip to the line as the Silverwolves try to close the gap here at home.
One thing Copper Hills has to take advantage of, or they're not going to be able to after a dead ball, but David Calvert's been out of the game. They're trying to steal about a minute of rest for him. If I'm the Grizzlies, I'm trying to get some more points inside with the intimidating rim presence of Calvert out of the game.
Howick will try it from 3 and just can't get it to go, and it's going to be called against Whitehour.
It's a great call. Blanche did a fantastic job on the box out, and Whitehour just kind of tried to jump on his back for a piggyback, as we'll see Calvert check back in.
A couple changes for both sides. Pomeranian checks back in. Calvert checks back in for the Silverwolves. And it's now Flynn who brings it up. Out to Huft. Hogan just settles it off for Hansen underneath. That's a 3 from Hadley, just can't get it to go. Still an opportunity for the Silverwolves as Hadley taking it in against Pomeranian and gets it to drop.
That is an incredible finish by Hadley. It was sensational defense by Pomeranian. and Hadley just found a way to squeeze it through.
It's all about effort. Who wants to go to the D Event Center more tonight, JT? As Hymas, Masui out to Reiser. Reiser teeing it up. Can't get it to drop. Masui with the rebound and a little bit of a tussle there for that one.
Yeah, I like that you said tussle because it's kind of hard from our angle. That official had a way better look at it. It looked to me like a jump ball, but must have gotten a little bit of the arm that time around, and it'll stay with the Grizzlies.
It's going to be Pomeranning who plays it in for Copper Hills.
We talked about who wants it more, right, earlier. Well, one thing the Grizzlies definitely wanted was to make it to the second round. They beat West Jordan 67-24. They only gave up 24 points. Like, even in the fourth quarter, they could have coasted to a win, but instead they were like, no, we're putting our foot down, and they nearly won by 40 points.
Absolute dominance in that one from the Grizzlies, and they'll be looking to, again, just keep that momentum going, keep that effort going as Hymas tees it up. Lamborn with the rebound underneath to Pomeranning, can't connect, and then Calvert, who gets a little bit tied up and is able to escape. Hansen out on the other end, that's Hogan. Can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Pomeranning, and again, just fast-paced, back and forth, up and down the court, JT.
Really are. Both coaches encouraging them to push the pace, and that's what we've seen play out here early.
Hymas. Reiser, a little bit of a poke there from Hadley. But Reiser's able to keep and collect as Reiser still with an opportunity. Hymas near the top of the key. Hymas taking it in. Hymas. She couldn't get the shot off on that one.
Fantastic defensive possession by the Silverwolves, led by Hadley, who did a great job on Reiser.
Hadley plays it out to Flinders, and now Flinders has an opportunity here for the Silverwolves as Calvert. And the fans not happy with that one.
Well, I'd like to see Blanche in that scenario pump and drive like we're seeing right now.
Calvert, three. Just can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hansen, and Hansen's good.
Great job by Hansen, staying with it, following the miss, saw a clear lane to the basket. We're seeing as these guys get tired, right? The pace, the fundamentals start to go out the window. Not as many box outs. Going to be opportunity. Whoever hustles a little bit extra might get rewarded with an extra possession.
Now Reiser here just trying to slow things down a little bit for the Grizzlies, as we're tied again at 17 here at Fremont. Over in the corner, Lamborn, three, gets it to go, Boston Lamborn.
Once again, it all starts with Reiser. Great decision finding him in the corner, and he's able to knock it down. Huge triple for the Silverwolves.
And a much needed triple there as the Silverwolves are able to close the gap, and now the Grizzlies again with a lead. Hadley, nice play there from Hadley, but rebounded by Lamborn as he just couldn't get that one to go.
Pomeranning has all the length in that matchup against Hadley. I'd like to see him try to pass it around rather than drive on when you're giving up that much size in the interior.
Hymas with a spin, gets it to go, and one!
What a finish by him. I don't know how that one dropped. It went all the way around the world and then fell in, but just a great job by the Grizzlies. Every time the Silverwolves make that play to pull it in within one, there's always a response by Copper Hills. And I will say though, like both sides, we're trading basket. This one seems destined to come down to the wire, Alex.
And Hymas gets it to go, and it just extends this Grizzly lead. And yeah, JT, I think I can agree with you. This one is, we'll see how this one ends because it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. Flinders, who plays it underneath Hogan. Hogan back out to Flinders.
I'd love to see them try to get Calvert more involved on the interior again. He's by far the strongest player on the court. I think they should try to work him inside.
Flinders with a little bit of magic there as he gets it to drop.
Magic is exactly what that was. Just a special player doing his thing. There was almost no room to get that shot off, yet he finds a way on the floater.
Big play there from Braden Flinders, the senior point guard for this Silverwolves team. We'll see how the Copper Hill Grizzlies are able to respond as Pomeranning just settles it off to Hymas. Hymas gets a little tangle there, is able to keep possession. Lamborn, three. Just can't get it to drop. Still an opportunity for the Grizzlies and a foul.
Gotta tell you, the most surprising thing looking over some of these stats is Flinders only averages 6 a game. I mean, he's already got that in the first, and the way he's gone about getting his buckets, nothing's been easy. But that's the thing about the playoffs, right? Sometimes you just see guys rise to another level. We've already seen Reiser do that too, and Flinders doing the same thing.
Nice little play there from Hymas and Reiser. Reiser will try up a three. I think Calvert may have gotten a fingertip on it, but now Hogan on the other end. Second chance opportunity is good, Henson.
And once again, it starts with the defense of David Calvert. David Calvert looks like DK Metcalf at the celebrity game out here. I mean, he is just blocking everything. Great job, and then able to run the floor too. Nice possession for the Silverwolves.
Hymas out to Pomeranian. That's a good reference. I like that one. Isaiah Reiser. Reiser taking it in. Double dribble called here against the Grizzlies. Turnover, Fremont ball.
Yeah, double dribble, definitely the right call there. Reiser lost it a little bit. So good job by the Silverwolves now. Great opportunity. They've got it done on defense the last couple of possessions. They got a chance to either take the lead or tie this one up.
We got 2:15 left. It's a 2-point game as Hogan settles back out to Flinders. Here comes Hadley. Hadley taking it in. Hadley, and it's good! And one!
Great move by Hadley, able to recognize the mismatch, take it inside. Hadley's quickness has given him an advantage on numerous occasions tonight, and a nice finish laying it off the fingertips.
Now Hadley goes to the line for the three-point play opportunity here as he gets ready for the free throw. Gets it to drop, and just like that, Fremont leads.
Been really impressed with Hadley here early. He averages 8.3 points per game, and you can see him getting it done on both ends, right? He's played great individual defense. He's matched up with Reiser a couple times, stood in front of him all the way, and then he's had a couple really nice takes on the other end. You can tell he is a guy that's going to show up all game long for this team.
Reiser dumps it off to Hymas. Hymas settles it for Howick. Nice little play here. Reiser will jump up and gets it to go.
It's a great shot by Reiser, recognizing that no one was there. In fact, I actually wanted him to pull up a little bit sooner, but either way, talented freshman able to knock it down.
Nice little pull-up J there from Reiser, and again, the Copper Hills lead. Let's see what Fremont's able to do here as Hogan just lobs it through to Calvert. Calvert loses it, turnover, Silverwolves, and it's coming down the other way with Howick settles it for Hymas.
Calvert's done such a good job overall, but that time just didn't feel the double coming from behind. I would have liked him to get rid of it a little sooner on that possession.
Pomeranian here as we got 1:06 left to go in the second quarter. Hymas trying to spin.
It's a great job by Calvert playing help defense, recognizing Pomeranian's not really much of a shooter.
Howick taking it in. Howick, oh, just can't get it to go, and Calvert with the rebound. Coming down the other way is Hogan. Hogan to Hanson, and Hanson just can't connect.
You always got to be looking for the ball in those scenarios. Whenever you have a fast break opportunity to run on the floor, and it's something we've seen Silverwolves capitalize time and time again. That time, just not ready for the ball. Got to be in position to get that and make a play.
It's just like football. You got to make sure the ball's in before you make before you make the run. Reiser finds Howick all by himself, and a big block there, but a foul called against Hogan.
It's a great foul by Hogan. I mean, that's only his. He's a guy who averages 0.09 blocks on the season, but goes up fearlessly that time and saves a basket. Who cares about the foul when you're going to make him earn it at the free throw line?
Ashton Howick, the senior forward, at the line. And he gets the first one to go after 2 bounces.
In order to advance in the playoffs, you always need a little bit of luck on your side, and we saw that ball bounce all over the place, and thankfully 4 Copper Hills have dropped in.
2-point Copper Hills lead with 39. We'll see how Howick's able to do at the line again. And goes 1 for 2 on that trip as Hadley is able to recover.
Pomeranian nearly had that one. I mean, he is an extremely impressive vertical. I've seen him throw down a couple of monster dunks this season, and it's the reason you see him going in against Calvert. But once again, Calvert's got the size advantage, so we'll see if they look for him inside. But right now, they seem very content to hold it out with the shot clock and game clock winding down, Alex.
Yeah, Hanson here just slowing things down, making sure Copper Hills doesn't get another possession before we head to the half. As Flinders just dumps it off to Calvert. 4 seconds left. Hanson gets a shot off, and it's good! Reiser just heaves it, and we've reached halftime here. It's a tie game at 26-26. JT, your thoughts on that first half?
I think a tie perfectly epitomizes what we've seen so far. What a fun back and forth game it has been. A great hit by Hanson that time around. We've seen some awesome plays as well made by Findlers, Calvert getting it done on both ends of the floor, Blanche, Hadley too, and then looking at for the Grizzlies, some of the shots Howick's made. Reiser has looked sensational. Hyatt, well, really no one's having a bad game right now. It's everything, like any miss or any mistake is forced because it's just a good job by the defense or a better job by the offense. It's been so much fun to watch here, and I can't wait we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and it's going to be great to see how this third and fourth quarter play out as we're tied at 26, Alex.
This one is far from over. Remember, a ticket to the D Event Center next week is on the line. Winner heads and advances on. We'll see who is able to pull out the win. We're going to take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heinemann Associates. Stick with us for second half action when we return.
It's time for another round of All right, contestants, name that sound.
Lettuce.
Oh, you think that sound is lettuce?
I wish it was.
David, our resident champion from Ken Garf.
That's the intern Dale, cracking ice for a soda. Correct.
And that's why you need a Ken Garf dealership. If they listen this well, imagine how well they'll hear you.
The Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always, presented by Heinemann Associates. Get a free legal consultation by calling 801-472-7742 and let them know Rewind sent you. Copper Hills Basketball also brought to you by Ken Garf Honda downtown, Ken Garf Hyundai downtown, Ken Garf Nissan. JT, second half.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one, Alex.
Here as Flinders just gets it to go, and he opens the scoring in the second.
I'll tell you what, Flinders has just been sensational. He's easily surpassed the season average on even just the first possession of the second half, too. And honestly, I think he had it in the first. It's been so much fun to watch him operate.
Let's see how Whitehour responds here on the other end as he plays it out to Howick. Pomeranian underneath back to Howick. Howick gets it to go.
Great job by Palmer Henning finding his teammate down low, and a nice job by the Grizzlies finishing it as we remain tied, which I think the second half is going to be really no separation. I expect the game to always stay kind of within 5.
From what you've seen so far here as Hogan gets it to go! Big three-point shot there from Hogan! Well, JT, I was just about to say, what did the Fremont Silverwolves need to do to pull this one out? But here, they're coming out with a lot of energy in the third quarter as Hogan in the corner takes it in on the baseline. 3, it's good!
Well, anytime you're getting steals and hitting threes, that tends to help. Great job by the Silverwolves. They came out ready to go in this second half, and they're lighting it up early. I said that this game would always stay within 5. That was already proven wrong as we're at a 6-point difference already.
Hymas on the baseline, plays it out to Reiser. Reiser just can't get it to drop as Pomeranian battling it out for that one, and he steps out.
That's a good call. Honestly, Pomeranian might have even traveled with it. He kind of had it trapped in between his legs, so either way, the right decision. Grizzlies just got to settle down a little bit, right? They did a great job coming out in the first half when the energy was really high. Now, the halftime break, sometimes you can get out of your rhythm a little bit. Just got to get back in sync, and it starts on the defensive end.
We'll see what they're able to do here as Flinders bringing it up, and Flinders has been phenomenal tonight as Blanche now settles it out for Hansen. Hansen with an opportunity, taking it into the rim. Can't get it to drop. Calvert still an opportunity for the Silverwolves. And a foul called here.
I'm amazed at how high Palmer Henning just got in the air, but he didn't really have a chance to block that shot. So to me, you had 3 Grizzlies going up to block a shot. That's no one really inside to try to box out and get the offensive rebound. Hence how Calvert's able to come up with it, and now he's going to the line for a chance to extend this lead even more.
And Calvert is good on his first free throw.
Said I was first introduced to David Calvert. It was the first game of the high school football season. The Skyridge Falcons came out here, and he had a one-handed grab, and he took it easily over 50 yards to the house. It was the only touchdown Skyridge let up in the first few weeks of the season. The Falcons, of course, going on to win the state championship. That's just the kind of player Calvert is, though. Guy who comes up and steps up in the biggest moments to make those plays, and we've seen him with a number of offensive rebounds tonight.
Calvert has been phenomenal here. A foul called against the Silverwolves, so we'll continue to be Grizzly possession. But how about Fremont just coming out here in the third quarter and immediately goes on a 10-2 run to just take a lead against this Copper Hills Grizzlies?
It's just been incredible.
Whitehour just can't get it to go. Hansen coming down the other way. Hansen trying to add to this run. Calvert underneath, batted away by Reiser, and then Pomeranian's able to collect.
Calvert just trying to force a pass that wasn't there. It's really the first time I've seen the Silverwolves do that.
Whitehour fakes him out and gets it to drop. Big response there from Whitehour.
Silverwolves got to be careful. That one barely even touched the net from Whitehour. He could start heating up here. He's been a little quiet, had a couple nice shots, but hasn't really been that surge that we've seen from him a lot of times on this season. But it could be coming here, Alex.
Flinders underneath. Gets a little stuck there, has to play it out to Calvert. David Calvert settles it back to Flinders. And Fremont here just slowing things down a bit. As Flinders out to Hansen in the corner. That's a three, and it's good!
I'll tell you what, Flinders' decision-making has just been fantastic. Every time the defense collapses or comes over to help even a little bit, he's able to find his shooters, and man, Silver was shooting the lights out.
Howick tries the three, just can't get it to drop. Hansen now coming down the other way. Hansen with an opportunity for the Silverwolves, and a foul called.
Great job by Hansen there, trying to put the pressure on the defense of the Grizzlies. That time gets inside, realizes he wasn't really gonna be able to get a shot out, so then just decides to try to make the pass, but ends up getting fouled either way. So works out great for Copper Hills. As see the Grizzlies gonna go really small here, taking Pomeranian out.
Boston Lamborn checking in for the Grizzlies.
Gotta tell you what too, Hunter Hansen has really been lighting it up from the outside. He's had a number of really good shots.
And stolen back by the Grizzlies. Reiser coming down the other way. Reiser gets it to go, but is fouled.
It's crazy, but I'm not surprised that the freshman is the one kind of calming everyone else down, bringing them back, pushing the pace on the other end, doing a good job getting to the line. Everyone's able to rest a little bit if you're the Grizzlies. We have not seen a lot of timeouts this game, I think simply because it's been so close to different points. And I'm really interested to see how much these guys' legs are still under them in the fourth quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a lot of threes drop in the fourth, simply because these guys have just been constantly sprinting up and down the floor all night long.
Isaiah Reiser at the line. He just couldn't get his first one to drop. Here comes his second free throw as Isaiah Reiser is good on his second, and he goes 1 for 2 on that trip.
He averages 9.5 a game, easily has over that tonight. He has been absolutely outstanding.
And they're going to be looking for the freshman to try to close this gap, but the Silverwolves here with the possession as Hansen just plays it out to Flinders. Flinders trying to turn, plays it out to Hansen. Hansen pull-ups for the chain, it's good.
Flinders has got the green light in 2K right now. I mean, he has been absolutely just heating up in here. He's knocking down everything.
How will the Grizzlies respond as Reiser on the other end? Whitehour three, can't get it to drop. Still an opportunity for the Grizzlies as Hymas just barrels it in, and Calvert with the block.
Calvert with another emphatic rejection.
Travel called against Fremont, and so it's going the other way. Copper Hills ball.
I mean, David Calvert, seriously, I don't have the numbers by me, but I got to imagine this has got to be one of the most blocks he's had in the game, or if not the most. I mean, you got to be getting close to it. You look at what he's done on the season. I mean, he doesn't even average a block per game on the season. I mean, he's easily got 5 or 6, Alex.
Calvert has been phenomenal tonight for this Fremont Silverwolves side. We'll see here as Flinders just takes a steal. He's all by himself, and Hymas with the block, but is fouled.
Great foul on the other end. You just can't float those passes. That's the problem with the Grizzlies, right? That pass, if you're you can't float passes in this kind of game. Guys are too athletic. They're gonna come over and be able to jump the passing lanes all day. And hey, I haven't said this all night. We got a timeout.
First timeout of the night taken here by the Copper Hills Grizzlies. We'll take a quick one as well. Welcome back into Fremont High. We're here for the 6A playoffs between the Copper Hills Grizzlies and the Fremont Silverwolves. And it's been all Fremont here in the third, JT.
Really has. It's been unbelievable to watch, and I gotta say, it all starts with the guy heading to the free throw right now, and Braden Flinders, the 6'2" point guard, just done a great job running this show. He's never forced anything. He's just taken what's there, whether that's kicking out to an open teammate or scoring inside. I think he's done a great job, and it's crazy. This was the way the first half was, right? We were tied at 28. There was a reason that after the first two trips where each side scored, I said this game is never gonna get to a bigger point differential than 5, and it's currently a 10-point game, and just speaks to the experience and the skill of the Silverwolves. It's paid off on both ends of the court.
And again, it's just gonna be the Copper Hills Grizzlies who are looking to respond, looking to get back in this one, looking for a big basket on this possession as Howick out underneath now to Whitehour. Whitehour spins, gets it off, and it's good. Logan Whitehour.
Tough hit from Whitehour. Good job fading to create the separation, and when he's got that much time, he's just automatic.
Coming down now is Flinders. Calvert settles it for Hogan. Hogan underneath now to Hadley. Hadley just slowing things down here for Silvermont, but he takes it in, and now Calvert trying to tip a three, taking it in now against, I believe that was Whitehour, and a foul called against the Silverwolves.
Yeah, Calvert trying to power his way in, but that was a great call. Whitehour was set for days, it felt like. He was waiting for him to come. He knew the big man would take it inside, and I know Calvert tried to squeeze around him, but just not enough, and I think that charge was a good foul call.
Whitehour. Or excuse me, Reiser, Hymas, back out to Reiser. Reiser. Hymas. Out to Howick. Howick three. And it's good! A much needed three from the Grizzlies.
You asked me earlier how Copper Hills comes in here and gets the upset. I said shooting. We've seen it come into life now, right? Whitehour. Still the one there. Whitehour, the turnaround too. Threes are what's helping the Silverwolves get back, helping the Grizzlies get back in this game, but the Silverwolves still scoring at will.
Hadley all by himself underneath the basket, just can't get it to go. And now Whitehour will play it up to Reiser, Isaiah Reiser over Boston Lamborn in the corner. Three from Lamborn, no good. Still an opportunity for the Grizzlies. And then stolen by Hadley. And now Hogan all by himself, and it's good.
Just a really tough sequence. Well, great job by the Silverwolves, I'll say first, but a really tough sequence for the Grizzlies. Guys just not ready for the ball.
Whitehour, three, no good. Rebounded by Calvert. Coming down the other way, it's going to be Flinders who just brings it up, and again, just slowing things down for the Silverwolves. They have, time is on their side at this point.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, to remember for your Copper Hills is we still got a ton of time. No reason to force her to go quick.
As Hansen gets it to go.
Hunter Hansen might lead all scorers at this point. I mean, has he even missed?
Hansen has been phenomenal. I can't think of a miss from Hansen so far in this one here as Hansen gets the rebound, and it's coming down the other way. Hunter Hansen, again, just slowing things down. We got 55 seconds left. What do Copper Hills need to do in the fourth quarter, JT, to get back in this one?
Got to tighten things up defensively. I mean, we just saw it on that Hadley miss, right? How open was that shot? Got to stay in front, play good on-ball defense. That way you don't have to get out of position by helping and giving up those open threes. And then just going to have to stay patient on offense and win some of those 50-50 balls. Silverwolves have continually won them.
Flinders, who just can't get it to go, rebounded by Logan Whitehour. We got 30 seconds left. We'll see what the Grizzlies are able to do in this possession again to just keep it close and try to get back into this one. Hymas almost losing it out there. Hymas is able to collect. Howick, Reiser, and again, just slowing things down, 15 seconds.
Yeah, holding it for the last shot here if you're the Grizzlies. Want to get a high-quality look. I want to go now because I want to have a chance at the offensive rebound. Got to go here.
Howick, Whitehour, spin, the shot, no good. And so now we've reached the end of the third quarter. It's a 47-37 Fremont Silverwolves lead. And JT, your final thoughts on the third quarter?
Well, first, really quick, I just think you got to get a better shot if you got the last possession there than a Whitehour turnaround. Now, he's such a talented player, he almost knocked it down, but got to get a better look there, in my opinion. So, just tough for the Grizzlies, right? Silverwolves offense coming on in bunches. Their shots are falling from the outside. They're getting to the rim. They're doing a great job attacking. Your Copper Hills got to stop turning the ball over, continue to get back to playing Grizzlies basketball, and you'll have a chance to get back in this one down 10.
We're going to take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network. Stick with us for fourth quarter action when we return.
Hey there, cleans every inch of chrome car washer. We like your style. Are you turning the line into a parking lot while cleaning that same spot for a third time? You know it. But your impressive attention to detail means you've got the freshest ride on the road. Literally and figuratively. And when it's time for the next new truck to scrub, try Ken Garf for listening skills as thorough as your scrubbing technique. Hey, we hear you.
Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Fourth quarter action underway.
Alex, I don't know if you saw that. We had a little kid who ran and hit the ball as they tried to hand it in to Palmer Henning. I have never seen that before. Little man just wanted to get in on the action.
I'm gonna have to watch the rewind because I missed it. I was over here trying to get our quarters set. But JT, again, it's loud in here.
Silverwolves student section is loud, and man, we'll see because they got a great chance to close this one out. And
it's a 10-point lead to start the fourth here as Hymas just couldn't get it to go. It's a 47-37 Fremont lead.
great job by Silverwolves head coach Corey Maleni ever since this halftime, just doing a great job, continuing to empower his players, and they've done a great job here.
Hadley just can't get it to go, and I believe that came off of Silverwolves. It did.
Yeah, definitely the right call. I mean, look, we're in the heart of Silverwolves territory. Any call that goes against them is going to draw the boos, right? But that was absolutely the right call. And Hadley, great move there. I mean, he got through 5 guys, it felt like. Just got to finish it at the rim.
Riser letting that ball roll past the halfway point to just make sure that clock doesn't start and give the Grizzlies a little bit of time as Hymas, he's trapped underneath, stolen by Hansen, and a foul here called against Lamborn.
I like that Copper Hills is trying to work it down inside, but we got to go quicker, got to make quicker decisions if you're the Grizzlies, because then you're going to end up getting trapped and stuck down there. That's why we're seeing some substitutions come on for head coach John Watkins' his team, as they can't afford to have some of those turnovers in that situation. You do not need to start jacking threes, though. 7-11 is a lot of time.
Masui checks in for the Grizzlies, and here comes Hansen, who's going to bring it up for the Fremont Silverwolves. Hansen playing it out to Calvert. Hogan.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. They're trying to post inside and get the ball over to Flinders on Riser.
Skips it all the way over to Hansen. Hansen now with an opportunity as Hadley taking it in again, and Hadley again just can't get it to drop.
Yes, you're making great moves. Just got to finish them at the rim.
Wide hour on the other end now. How will the Grizzlies respond as Riser pulls up, can't get it to drop. And a battle there for the ball. Jump ball called.
Unfortunately for the Grizzlies, the shots are not falling right now. So what does that mean? You really have to lock in defensively, because if you continue to stay with it, continue to stay aggressive, eventually you're going to get good looks. All you need is those couple plays to get the momentum your way in. You can turn defense into offense. Copper Hills has to stay locked in defensively. They want to get back into this one.
Flinders, who just dumps it off to Calvert. And now we'll see what David Calvert's able to do on this possession. And he just plays it out to Hadley.
Good job by the big man there in Calvert, not trying to force something.
Hadley now on the baseline, out to Hogan. Hogan 3, can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Calvert, and a block from Hymas.
That was absolutely a goaltending, but it's okay because it leads to a wide open 3.
And that's a 3 from Hadley. That makes up for it, right, JT?
It's just the Silverwolves have just been fantastic. Absolute karma there, able to make it up for what should have been the goaltend.
Wide hour 3, just can't get it to drop, and a foul here called against Fremont.
All these heartbreaking shots just keep rattling in and out if you're Copper Hills. It's just really difficult for them, but I gotta give so much credit to the Silverwolves. I mean, who has not played well for Copper Hills this half? I mean, everyone, even the whole game, they have been sensational, and that's why they lead it 50-37 with 5:40 to go.
And we're going to take a quick timeout as the timeout is called in the court. Stick with us for the conclusion of this one when we return. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSL Sports. As always, presented by Heinemann Associates. We got 5:40 left to go here in the fourth. It's a 50-37 lead. And again, JT, what do we need to see from Copper Hills to, again, just try to close that gap?
Well, a basket here would really help. I mean, trailing by 13 with under 6 to play. This is where things are starting to get tough. And look, they're getting good looks. They're just not knocking them down. And unfortunately, it's a really hard time for his shots not to be falling. So we'll see. But the one thing the Grizzlies can do is they got to keep trying to get high qualities. Look, don't force anything. There's still enough time left to make a comeback.
Hymas underneath. Gets the shot off, just can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Hansen, coming down the other way.
That is superstar defense by David Calvert. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Alex, but David Calvert has just done a great job cutting off Copper Hill Grizzlies all night.
Look, we still got 5 minutes to go left in this one, but I think we already have our rewind player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, David Calvert, I know Hansen's really lit it up. He's got another chance to get a shot off here. And
unless Hansen gets it to go! 3-point shot there from Hansen.
When you hear people say he doesn't miss, they're talking about Hansen because he does not miss.
Big 3-point shot there from Hansen to just extend this lead. And listen to that crowd, JT, and one.
Unfortunately, they now have to be quiet because a great job by Logan Whitehour, just the junior, time and time again. I was out there for Copper Hills senior night, and it was Logan Whitehour who stole the show and really dominated, controlled that game against West Jordan. Now he's got a chance to make a much-needed 3-point play. We were just talking about what a big deficit 13 points is. Got to get it back to 13 at least with 4:43 to play.
The and one is good from Whitehour. He gets 3 points on that one.
I'll tell you what, Alex, I think we might have to split the player of the game honors because as great as David Calvert has been, I mean, Hunter Hansen, you got to be shooting well over 50% from the field, whether you talk about from 3-point range, putting the pressure at the rim, or from right here.
Hansen, he just doesn't miss.
I understand why you're trying to put the pressure on if you're Grizzlies, but you cannot let the best shooter in the gym, or I'll just say the hottest shooter in the gym right now, get that high quality of a look at the free throw line.
Masui Sui trying to take it in, and Masui Sui gets it to drop.
That's a really tough look. If you talk about a guy, too, coming off the bench in this big of a moment, and that's just a tough shot.
And here, Hansen will bring it up for the Fremont Silverwolves, and again, just slowing things down as time is on their side. Flinders against Reiser.
That's where I'm glad there's a shot clock in high school basketball, but unfortunately for Copper Hills, it's not enough of a shot clock to really make a huge difference.
Hansen underneath to Calvert. Calvert spins out of that one, and Calvert gets it to go.
Just a tough, powerful move by Calvert. I have talked about it all night, the size mismatch inside, and Calvert putting him in the weight room.
Reiser, the freshman, gets one to drop.
Tough finish from Reiser off the spin, and man, it's still crazy he's only a freshman. That's why, as tough as this loss may end up being for Copper Hills, if they can't come back, assuming it's under 3:30 to play, they're down 13 at this point, that the future of this program is still so bright. When you get Whitehour back as a senior next year, and Reiser, the jump he's going to make even from his freshman to sophomore year, I expect to be huge, and he's already played unbelievable tonight.
And that one will go against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Howick just leaning on him that time. Got to get the hands off him there. I know he's big and it doesn't really affect him, but you just can't straight up lean on him.
And going back to what you said here earlier, JT, I mean, I absolutely agree. Obviously, Rise is a freshman. You get Whitehour back next year. Those are two big fundamental pieces to this offense that you just get back next year for the Grizzlies.
It's such a great season, too. You know, they really played a perfect game in the first half, and that's the hard part, right, is you needed those shots to continue to fall, and unfortunately for Copper Hills, they just haven't. And look, when you're looking at this Silverwolves roster, too, I mean, to quote our KSL cohort and Brian Brown, they just got dogs. I mean, Hansen, Calvert, Widler. I mean, there's just so many guys, or Findler, excuse me. They just got so many guys out there that could beat you in so many ways. And I mean, this is the kind of team that could have, and look, they're not the deepest team. They only played like 7 guys really tonight, but those 7 can really hurt you.
Calvert underneath on the baseline just takes it out, stolen by Reiser. And now Isaiah Reiser bringing it down the other way. Masui Sui is fouled, and so we'll put Masui Sui at the line.
Fremont, I know we're trying to drain some clock here, but just way too many good shots passed up on that possession that time around, and a great job by Copper Hills pushing the pressure the other way. And I got to tell you, Miles Masui Sui is doing an outstanding job this game, coming in off the bench. He's only a junior. The 6'2" forward with a chance to add a couple at the free throw line.
Masui can't get it to drop. And look, going back a little bit to Fremont, we've done a lot of Region 1 games here on the Rewind Sports Network. I haven't had the chance to see Fremont yet, but now seeing them tonight, they look incredible, JT.
They do look incredible, and look, they are well tested. Region 1, and they're talking about this right now, and they will say it looked like that he had caught it out of bounds in Whitehour. Whitehour wanted the push. He petitioned hard for the call. It's why we see an absolutely irate Coach Watkins at the moment, but that's the right call. But going back to your point, there's a Region 1 banner hanging up in this gym, and you can just see all the talented teams in the Farmington Phoenix, the Davis Starts. Davis not had the normal year, right? But still, we know what they're capable of. Even some sneaky teams like Weber, Clearfield. Clearfield, I know they lost a lot of games this year, but they were a really tough out. So this is a well-tested team. They got a really strong 8 guys, which is what you really need this time of the year to make a deep one, and they can absolutely win the whole dang thing.
It's 2020. The last time the boys basketball team for the Fremont Silverwolves won a state championship, so not too far off a state championship. We'll see how far they're able to go, as with 2:26 left, surely the Silverwolves will be heading to the D Event Center next week.
And that team too, you talked about, that Fremont team that won state that year. What do we all remember about that team, right? It's Dallin Hall as David Calvert comes to the bench. I don't know if people have just not noticed that David Calvert came to the bench, but can we give our guy a little bit of applause here? I mean, he just played the game of his life at this point in the season. Like, can we get a little bit? I know you want your guy to make your free throws, and Hanson's automatic. He's not going to miss if you're clapping a little bit, so I want a little bit better of applause if Calvert gets back in this game next time, if we get it from the fans here. But talking back to what we're talking about, that first game around, right? And we're talking about the state championship in 2020. That was Dallin Hall's team, and what we remember about that team is Dallin Hall. This is a Silverwolves team. We just went through how deep they are. In that state championship game against Davis,
1 hour, no good.
we saw that it was really, Davis was the better team for so much of the game, but what was the difference? The best player on the floor was Dallin Hall. This Silverwolves team is in so many more ways to me a more complete team than even that team was back then. I'm really excited to see them get a chance, because on any given night, I think they have a number of guys who can step up and beat you, as we've seen Hanson light it up from scoring as he nearly turns it over. But you know, Blanche hasn't been as effective tonight, right? We know what he's capable of. Calvert's got all the confidence in the world coming to get off a game like this, and especially with the way Findler's been playing, I think this team's got a chance to really make a deep run, and as I said, potentially host the 6A trophy when it's all said and done, Alex.
Silverwolves have been fantastic tonight. And hey, Utah Jazz fans, there it is.
Yeah, Utah Jazz coming back off the All-Star break.
Hey, Utah Jazz fans, Utah Jazz camps and clinics are available now. There are options at the state-of-the-art Shoot 360 facility and at local gymnasiums throughout Utah and Idaho for your child to level up their shooting, their passing, and their ball handling skills. Plus, each camper receives a Utah Jazz swag bag, so make sure to register today at utahjazzcamps.com.
Great opportunity to increase and grow your game. I tell you what, Alex, if I would have had that opportunity, I would have been playing at the next level. That's really what it came down to.
But if you would have gone to the Shoot 360
If I would have gone to the Shoot 360, it's my biggest regret. I might have not lived in Utah at the time, but if I would have been at the Shoot 360, I could have been something, man. That and the knee injuries really ravaged it.
You heard it here, folks. Head over to the Shoot 360 facility, utahjazzcamps.com, as they just can't get it to go.
It's like those Time Warner commercials they used to do with Tony Romo, like the JT that didn't go to the 360 camp versus the one who did, basically, Alex.
Here, a foul is called against the Grizzlies. So it will be Fremont Silverwolves ball.
Yeah, and Copper Hills, you know, just pressing. This is where it gets so hard, right? Hymas getting hit with the offensive. Like, this is what always makes it hard, too. I remember during high school football season, you don't want to see any of these guys have their seasons coming to an end, and Copper Hills just trying to press right now. You know, there's still time on the clock, so they're trying to fire each other up, give themselves that little bit of hope, and everyone just trying to press and make that play, but it's just going to end up being too much. And I got to give all the credit in the world. We've highlighted so much about the Silverwolves defense, and we've talked about Calvert a lot, what he's done as a rim protector. The individual perimeter defense has been outstanding this half, too, by this Fremont team.
Here underneath to Hanson. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it to go.
I think Hanson's working on a 20-piece McNugget with this one, because he has just been lighting it up, and he has not missed.
A three from Lamborn, just can't get it to drop. And again, the Silverwolves just slowing things down as we're within less than a minute to go.
To start the Buses chants have officially started, but as we said, The Copper Hills Grizzlies got to hang their hats high for the job they did tonight. They fought extremely hard. Look, you're not supposed to win going on the road in the playoffs, and they played so well in the first half to put themselves in a position to do so. It's just hard to play a full 40 minutes, as we talked about, and especially against a team as talented as the Silverwolves. Copper Hills gave it everything they got. Heck of a season. Hats off to Coach Watkins and his squad for what they've done all season long, and tonight has not been their night, but they can still hold their hats high.
A 3 from Max Nelson just can't get to drop. And we got 30 seconds left. 61-44 as the Silverwolves here will just see the clock run down.
It's going to be really exciting to see how it all plays out next week. But as I said, Alex, I really think this team's got a chance to win the whole dang thing. They are special. They are deep. They are well coached, as we know, too. And there's definitely a chance that we could see another banging hanging up in this arena.
And JT, your Rewind player of the game.
Oh, can I pick 2? I want to do 2. I'm doing 2. It's my last call of the year. I'm giving it to Calvert and Hansen. I think they have been sensational, but this was absolutely a team win for the Silverwolves, up and down, getting it done. All players contributed as it comes to an end with 1.7 left, but I got to give it to my guys in Calvert and Hunter Hansen.
And the cheers erupt here at Fremont High as it's the Fremont Silverwolves who are heading down the road to the D Event Center next week to continue on in the 6A playoffs. JT, your final thought for this one?
Just a great performance by Coach Corey Maleni and his squad. Here are the students going wild, the we just won chance, because they did. They earned it. They played the full 40 minutes. They were in a battle, a grinder, whatever you want to call it in the first half, and they emerged in the second half ready to go and play. Hansen was a flamethrower. Calvert was a juggernaut in the paint. Flinders did a great job running the show all the way around. A sensational performance by the Silverwolves. Once again, hats off to the Grizzlies. A great season for them, and they are only going up from here, but got to give credit to the Silverwolves because the 2023 run continues for them, and they got a chance to go deep, Alex.
And that's going to do it here from us at Fremont High. The final score, Fremont Silverwolves 61, Copper Hills Grizzlies 44. Again, thank you so much, JT, for joining me here tonight. Thank you guys for watching the Rewind Sports Network. Join us next week at the D Event Center. Dusty, Dane, and many more will have all the action, all 30 games. It's going to be a fun week. JT, thank you for joining me tonight, man.
Always great, Alex.
Hey, from Bill Francis on the camera and the Rewind Sports family, we thank you for watching. Everybody have a good night.